Yes, guys, you know what time it is. It's your boy David at the Irish Hotspur, Ireland's #1 Spurs fan, bringing you another edition of the Premier League prediction show with my man Charlie. How are you keeping, Charlie?
Yeah, good as always, David. Pleasure to be on your channel. Looking forward to doing some more predictions. I'm happy with the results that I got last week, which I'm sure we're going to go over now. But David, as always, thanks for having me on. And I'm looking forward to doing some more predictions, and hopefully I'm getting more right.
Yeah, 100%. I'll be reading out the table now in a minute. I just have a few things I want to talk about quickly first. First of all, I want to say thank you so much to everybody that has followed my journey. I've recently just reached the 1K today. It's an absolute great day. Honestly, I couldn't have done it without any of you. I couldn't have done it without the likes of Charlie, Matt, We Are Tottenham TV, Marcelo, all coming on helping me. You know what I mean? I couldn't have done it without you guys subscribing, tuning in, week out. Honestly, you've no idea how much this means to me. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. You're helping me achieve my dream. And let's see how far we can really push the word of the Irish Hotspur. Let's get to 5K. That's my next target. Let's go, lads. So, look, we're going to, as well, what also is brightening up my day, Arsenal are currently 1-0 down
as we're recording this.
Yeah, as we're recording this, they're currently down 1-0 to Aston Villa. It's going to be a great day all around. I can just feel it. It's going to be a great weekend. Spurs are going to win tomorrow. It's going to be fantastic. But look, here's the table from last week's. So we currently have Thfc Gaming in first place with 13 points. Fair play to you. You predicted a lot of results. You got a few fours in there. Absolutely brilliant. That sends you right to the top of the table. We also have Kevin Murray, who is on 11 points. Another great weekend for him last weekend. Brilliant. You have Premier Hotspur TV, which is Simon. He's on 10 points. Then in fourth, you have Paul Markey on 9. In fifth, we have Charlie, THFC, on 7.
I'll take fifth.
I take it too, because I'm way down the pecking order. After you in sixth, we have John Kai on 6. After John, we have Caleb on 5. We have Inert Nurse on 4. We have David, which is me, aka the Irish Hotspur, on 3. Runa LB on 3, and Wayne Bonner on 2. So look, it was a great way to kick off last weekend's results. It makes things very interesting. Let's go again, lads. Make sure you get your score predictions in the comment section below before the 3 o'clock kickoffs. We will tell you. I was on another channel earlier on, so I'm a bit late getting this one out. So we don't want a score prediction for the Arsenal Villa game. We want it from the Burnley-Brighton game and all the 3 o'clock kickoffs onwards. So look, we may as well get straight into it, Charlie.
Yeah, let's go.
Burnley versus Brighton. Who are you going to go for?
See, this is an interesting game because Brighton, obviously coming off that fantastic win against Liverpool at Anfield. There's 2 home defeats in a row for Liverpool, which we'll come on to them in a minute. But Brighton on really good form at the moment. They've beaten us. They've beaten... they're 6 points against Tottenham and Liverpool for them. That's massive for them, and they're definitely coming into form. And I thought they deserved to beat Liverpool at Anfield. They were really worthy of the 3 points. And I think you look at Burnley on the other hand. Burnley, apart from a couple of dodgy results lately, they have been on good form. They've really sort of turned their form around as the season's gone by. They've beaten Villa, as we know. They've beaten Liverpool at Anfield. So look, I think this would be a close game. However, for that reason, I'm going for a 0-0. I just think we're getting a lot of 0-0s this season. I just think this will be another 0-0 in this one. 2 teams relegation battle. Yeah, it'll be a cagey affair, and it will be 0-0 for me in this one.
Yeah, do you know what? That's madness, because I was just on Rivalry Aside TV doing the exact same thing what we're doing here now. By the way, anyone that's watching, make sure you get over and check out Rivalry Aside TV. Absolutely brilliant channel. 2 guys put in just as much work as I do. Show them the same love you show me, and smash that subscribe button. But I actually said 0-0 on their channel. Oh, nearly 2. Nearly 2.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Oh, Bertrand Traore.
On Rivalry Aside TV, Charlie, I actually predicted 0-0 for this game, and I'm going to stick with my prediction. I don't see many goals coming. Brighton don't score many goals. Burnley don't score many goals. They both have good defences, so I can honestly see it being a shutout. So I'm going to go 0-0 as well, which takes us on to the next game, Charlie. Newcastle at home to Southampton. Again, you know, it's a tricky one to predict. So it is, to be fair. But you know what? I'm going to back Southampton in this one. I think they do have to turn the form around it somehow. I think they're going to come out flying out of the blocks after that humiliation by United.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Southampton 2-1. But one thing I will say is that if the game is nearly all going into 70, 75 minutes, I think Newcastle will come out victors. But I'm going to back Southampton. I like Southampton, and I'm going to go 2-1 Southampton.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to agree. I think Southampton, look, the 9-0, it's happened to them again. You just got to feel for them. However, Southampton, they are a good side at the end of there, and I think they're going to respond in this one. Newcastle coming off a loss to Crystal Palace, so I thought Newcastle, after beating Everton, I thought they would sort of go on a run, but it's sort of been sort of different. They've sort of gone back to losing a couple of games now. So I'm going for 2-0 Southampton. I think Southampton will respond. They'll come back in this one. I think they'll get a much needed win under their belt for this one. So yeah, 2-0 Southampton for this one.
Nice one. Look, either one of us I don't think is going to be too far off the money. I think we both will get the 1 point for the win. I think I could be more in line for the 3 points for the score prediction. Correct score than you, Charlie. I do think Newcastle will score with Callum Wilson up front. But look, you surprised me last week with how much you got right, and you're probably going to surprise me again this week. We're going to move on to the Fulham versus the Bubbles, which is West Ham. You know they love to blow bubbles around the pitch. It's all they're really known for in the Premier League. I know they're on a good run
against Villa.
I know they're on a good run, and to be honest with you, Charlie, I actually expect them to continue this run. Honestly, I don't think they're gonna finish in the top 6. I think that's too far for them. They're just on a good run at the minute. But I'm gonna go West Ham 2-0. I honestly think they have enough to do for them.
Do you know what? I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to go for a West Ham win. I think they're on I hate to say it, but they're on a brilliant run lately. And I am quite impressed with them, to be honest. You've got Thomas Souček, who's scoring goal after goal, literally from midfield. You've had, of all people, Jesse Lingard come in and score 2 goals on his debut. So, look, I'm going for a 2-1 West Ham. I think Fulham will make it difficult. They'll try and make it difficult for them, as Fulham do like to do at home. Very tight pitch and everything. So, I'm going 2-1 West Ham. I think they'll nick this one.
Yeah, not a bad shout. And that brings us on to what people are building up as game of the day, Charlie. It's Man United versus Everton. I honestly don't think it will be game of the day. I think Newcastle Southampton will be game of the day. You know, we weren't too far wrong when we said that United and Arsenal wouldn't be game of the day. We got that one correct. Do you know what? I think United will continue their run of form. I'm going to go 3-0 United, honestly.
3-0.
I think, look, Newcastle exposed Everton's backline last week. You know, you can have all the attacking players you want, if like you've seen at Tottenham. But if you don't have the defence behind you, you tend to lose more games than what you win. So for me, I honestly think United will rip Everton's backline to shreds. I think Everton will struggle. They notoriously do at Old Trafford. So I'm going United 3-0. What's your score prediction?
Do you know what? I'm going 1-1. I think I back Everton to make it difficult for them. I think United with the 9-0, I just feel they could sort of be brought back down to earth after sort of a dodgy run before that Southampton game. So I think Everton will be a tough test for them. I fancy the likes of Calvert-Lewin and stuff to grab a goal in this one. So I'm going to go 1-1. But it might sound bold, but I'm saying it 1-1. I think in this one, I think it will be a tight game. Everton will make it difficult for them, and Everton, they're a very defensively solid team. So I'm under Ancelotti. So yeah, I'm going 1-1.
That's a big shout, lad. That's a big shout. And look, you could be right. You know, Everton and United do tend to be close games. But for me, I think United at Old Trafford.
They've been worse at Old Trafford. They've been worse at Old Trafford this season. They've been much better away from home. Much better.
Yeah, I know. But look, they have to turn the home form around at some stage. And why not against Everton? You know, their rivals. So we move on to Sunday's fixtures. And by the way, everyone else out there, make sure you get your Premier League prediction scores in for all the games, including Monday night's game. Not just today's games, for all the games over the weekend. So moving into Sunday, it's the early kickoff. Of course, it's the Spurs. It's the mighty Tottenham Hotspur versus West Brom. Look, honestly, some people call Mourinho the Portuguese Allardyce. Time will tell. But honestly, I back Jose to turn this around. Jose to turn this around.
Come on.
I expect to turn the baggies into bagless, honestly. And I'm going to go Tottenham 3-0. Some team is going to be on the end of this bad form. And I honestly think it's going to start with West Brom. we are going to absolutely pulverise them tomorrow. Mourinho's going to take off the shackles, and we're honestly going to rip these a new one. 3-0 Tottenham. Sonny is going to be my hero.
Come on. I love the optimism, David. But look, I just don't see it as being as comfortable as that, if I'm honest. I just feel very down about the whole situation at our club at the moment. Yeah. But with West Brom, they're the worst team in the league for me at the moment. They have just lost to Sheffield United, and they're getting battered most weeks by the big teams. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 Tottenham. I think it will be a game where we might scrape it. I am predicting we'll concede because I just don't have any confidence in this defence whatsoever. Yeah. So it's very, very hard for me to predict a clean sheet. I was thinking 1-0 in my head, but I'm going to change that to 2-1 because I just feel we're going to concede. But however, I do feel we'll nick it. I think we'll just have too much quality for West Brom, even without Harry Kane. Surely against West Brom, with all due respect, they're getting battered every week. Big Sam, it's not really working for him there. But at the end of the day, this could easily be a banana skin for us. We've seen it over the years with West Brom, the amount of 1-1s and 0-0s. So they have been a bogey team for us. However, I just feel that West Brom was sort of different to the one we've got this season. They were a lot more defensively solid under Pulis and stuff. So, look, Big Sam, it's not really working from there, but you never know with Big Sam. He always has the capabilities to pull a result out of the hat somewhere. He's got draws at Liverpool this season. So, I'm going for a 2-1 Tottenham. I think we'll edge this one with a moment of quality.
Yeah, look, some people would say you never learn your lesson, Dave. But at the end of the day, we're going to have to shore up at the front and keep a clean sheet. Some stage. Why not start tomorrow? Honestly, hands down, West Brom are probably one of the worst Premier League teams I've ever seen. There is no way we can go out and lose to these.
I'm telling you, if we can't beat these, then I think you have to. And I just hope Jose turns it around. He really needs to. He needs to turn it around.
He will. Honestly, he will. I think after the Chelsea game might be the wake-up call everyone fucking needs at this club, Charlie, being honest with you. But no, look, honestly, I expect West Brom to be on the end of a whooping from Spurs. You know, call me crazy, but it has to turn around at some time, and I'd rather be on the positive side of things than the negative side of things.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And one thing you can always rely on me to do is back my team no matter what. No matter what. So, look, we're going to move on to the next game. Wolves versus Leicester. I think this is going to be a great game as well to watch. Do you know what?
Ooh,
I did say Wolves would beat Arsenal last week. I was correct.
Yeah, you were.
They got Bobo the Clown sent off. They got Leno sent off, which means you're going to see small arms runners. And do you know what I mean?
Matt Ryan's in goal for this.
Oh, Matty Ryan's in goal. He got the nod.
Ryan's in goal.
It goes to show that Runnerson was a waste of money. So more money down the drain from Arsenal. You know what I mean? Literally, honestly, Arsenal, right? Their club, their crest is a picture of a cannon, but yet they've no fire. It's a joke right now. But look,
this is just turning into a video about. This is just turning into a video about ripping into Arsenal. I love it. I enjoy Arsenal bashing just as much as the next fan does. And as Spurs, we're not the only team that enjoy it. I think the rest of the league enjoy it at this stage. Yeah, let's be honest, yeah.
But look, do you know what? I think Leicester, there's no Jamie Vardy. They've struggled without Jamie Vardy. Me and Charlie actually predicted this before, as soon as we heard about Vardy's injury.
They did get a win against Fulham, though. They did get a 2-0 win against Fulham.
Yeah, but Fulham, come on, they're the second worst team I've ever seen in the Premier League.
And we couldn't beat them.
Yeah, they got lucky. We should have smashed them. They got lucky. I'm actually going to go Wolves again. No, I'm going to go 1-1 draw here.
Yeah. I'm going to agree with you. I was thinking 1-1 as well. I was thinking 1-1 as well. I think it will be. I think you look at the game at the King Power. It was a 1-0 Leicester win. I think Wolves, they'll have their tails up after a very. I thought, to be fair with Wolves, I haven't been impressed with them at all this season. I think, to be fair, in that first half against Arsenal, they got battered in that first half. However, luckily, the red card and everything, the penalty changed the whole game, and they ended up coming out with a win. So that will definitely boost their confidence. So I backed them to get something from Leicester, and I'm going 1-1 for this one.
Brilliant, love it. Brings us on to which is going to be an absolute, for me, I think it goes a long way to deciding the title. It's Liverpool versus Man City.
Ooh.
Look, Man City are on great form at the minute. They're kind of just breezing through teams with ease without really getting out of second gear. But you know what? Just the resilience that Liverpool team, as much as that Liverpool team has,
just losing to Brighton.
As much as I hate them, I honestly think they're going to be pumped for this, and I think they're going to turn City over. I'm going to go Liverpool I think there's going to be goals. I'm going to go Liverpool 3-2.
3-2. Do you know what? I'm going to say the complete opposite to you. I'm going 0-0. I think we've seen how many big games this season have we seen 0-0 and just boring games. And I think it'll be a cage.
The best attacking teams in the league here.
That's true. However, I'm going for a cagey affair in this one. I think Liverpool will try and keep it tight. I think City will. City, we know they've got the firepower to kill anyone, and I think particularly with Liverpool's defence, I think I would not be surprised whatsoever if City get a few goals in this one because of the way Liverpool have been lately. But I'm going for a 0-0. I'm just going to say that because the amount of big games we've seen this season, 0-0, and I think this could be a very, very cagey affair. So I'm going for another 0-0.
Yeah, look, I think you're going to be more right than me. I just have a sneaky suspicion there might be a few goals tomorrow. That's all.
I hope so.
Sheffield United versus Chelsea. It's Chris Wilde going absolutely wild down in Sheffield. He's bringing Thomas the Tank Engine down.
A few wins lately. You know what I mean? Got a win against West Brom, and he's been on good form. Sheffield United, they are there.
And I actually predict Sheffield United to turn Chelsea over. You know, I do. Thomas the Tank Engine and Teeny Weeny. Do you know what I mean? They're going to be intimidated. They're going to be intimidated turning up to Chris Wilder and David McGoldrick and co. Do you know what? I'm going to go Sheffield United 1-0. I think they'll turn Chelsea over. Look, honestly, think back on the Chelsea game against us. No, honestly, they created nothing. The only opportunity they created was the penalty we gave them. We gave them.
They didn't have to get out. They didn't have to get out of first gear really against us. Like
no, but they're toothless. They do all this great passing. Do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it ends up at Callum Hudson the Dyke's feet, and he does absolutely nothing with it. It's just the way it is. And then you have Teeny Weeny up front who just can't bag a ball. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my God.
So I'm honestly going. I'm going for Chris Wilder to absolutely wild out down at Bramall Lane and give Chelsea a nice big dirty wedgie. So what's your score prediction?
Mate, I don't know where you get your optimism from. I wish I had whatever you had because that'd be a brilliant result, that one. But unfortunately, I can only see a Chelsea win in this one. I'd back Thomas Tuchel to continue his sort of new manager bounce that he's given Chelsea. So, look, I'm going 2-0 Chelsea. I hate to say that. I can just only see one winner in this one, unfortunately. But look, David, let's pray and hope that you are right. But unfortunately, 2-0 Chelsea is the only result I can see. Look,
I backed Sheffield United to beat United. It happened, and it could very well happen again tomorrow. Look, Sheffield United are at a position where they need everything they can get to try and stay in the
fighting for their lives. Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? And they are getting some of their injured players back, which obviously makes a big difference because you can see what we're like without some of our main players.
Oh, God.
And I just have a sneaky suspicion, Chelsea are going to turn up to Bramall Lane full of confidence after their win against us, which may I add they did not deserve because they were poor as well.
I thought they deserved to beat us, but I didn't think they were that great. You know what I mean? I didn't even think Chelsea were that good against us. It's just we were so poor. We were so poor that they probably looked a bit better than they were.
Honestly, I just think Chris Wilder and David McGoldrick have something in store for them.
I back him to score. I'm joking. No, I said 2-0.
No, the guy wouldn't hit a barn door, but what he's good at is dropping deep and connecting play. That's one thing he's really good at. Yeah. But that brings us on to the last game, which is Monday night's game. Leeds at home to Crystal Palace. Ooh. But you know what? I'm going to back Palace here. I'm going to back Palace. I'm going to back Palace 2-0. I think, look, Leeds, they're gonna play great attacking football. That's only going to play into Eze's hand, and he will completely exploit that. Yeah, if Zaha's back, I'm going to go Palace 2-0. Honestly, I can't see Leeds winning.
I'm going to go 2-2. I think there'll be goals in this one. I think the way Leeds play, they play with a very, very high line, and their defence can definitely be got at. And I do fancy the likes of Zaha and Eze to have a lot of joy going the other way. And I think it will be a game with quite a few goals. I do fancy Leeds to score. The way they're playing, they have a lot of firepower. And they're unlucky against Everton, I thought they could have got something out of that game, to be fair. So, look, I'm going 2-2. I think it'll be a counter-attacking affair in this one. So, 2-2 between Crystal Palace and Leeds.
Yeah, 100%. Well, there, look, lads. You have mine and Charlie's predictions. Let's see if you can beat us. I was going to say, let's see if you can beat the best, but the best right now is Thfc Gaming. So, look, Thfc Gaming, Kevin Murray, Premier Hotspur TV, a.k.a. Simon, Paul Markey, John, Caleb, in at Nurse, Runner LB, and Wayne Bonner. Make sure you get your score predictions in for this week. Lily White Lane as well. If you're around, make sure you get them in. And anyone new that wants to join, feel free to join, get them in. But you're going to have to accept you're starting behind everybody else and you start from zero. But look, we enjoy this. I think it's good fun. Charlie, do you want to give your channel a quick plug and tell us what's coming up on your channel before we end?
Yeah, so of course at 4 p.m. / 4:30 today, we'll be doing the West Brom preview live. I'm going to try and get David on, and we're going to try and get a few other guests as well on. So yeah, make sure to stay tuned in for that one coming out later today. And yeah, just if you want to see more Tottenham content similar to what we do here on the Irish Hotspur, yeah, go and check me out if you wish to hit that subscribe button. It would be very, very nice. But yeah, that's the content you'll be able to find on my channel.
Look, people that can't get enough of Spurs content, I'm sure you already know who Charlie is. Make sure you get over and help this guy out. He's shown me a lot of love out here. He's given me a lot of support. So the Harris Army, you can pay it back. Get over there, smash the subscribe button. He puts out great content. He brings on great people for debates. And, of course, he has me on there. What more do you want to see? Also, thanks very much for the 1K subs. If you like this content, make sure you smash the like, smash the subscribe. Me and Charlie will be back again for the next round of fixtures. And until then, in Joseph we trust. Come on, you Spurs, and peace out.
Cheers.